Well, here we are, 4 weeks in. 4 weeks into voluntary unemployment. It's been quite a journey. quite a journey. It's been eye-opening. Some of the things that I've learned is that when you're not working, days are long in both good and bad ways. You can be using that time effectively, which is great. I mean, when you really are using a full day effectively, you do get a sense for how much time you are potentially wasting at work. That's the number one key takeaway I've had thus far after basically a month of unemployment is 8 hours is a freaking eternity during the day. It is, you can get so much done if you have a plan and you have the will to do it. On the flip side, 8 hours can be an eternity if you have nothing to do, in a negative way. Luckily, I have no shortage of things to do these days in terms of catching up on my health, catching up on things around the house, my vehicles. I finally have my truck basically in a good spot, which is a huge relief. This was a major project. This was my last real stressful thing. I did a full engine swap on this truck after I bought it, and that took 4 months. I was working with a mechanic. He was not very receptive. He was not very communicative, but that is wrapped up now. I'm gonna do a radiator swap on it, but I can do that myself, and I think I could take my time on that. But like things like that, like wrapping things up, taking care of things at home, the focus for this next month is going to be on establishing a good routine in terms of health. And now that I don't have the excuse of going to work every day, that should be relatively easy. Establishing it is going to be one thing. Maintaining it, that's a whole nother, and that's going to be an interesting ride. I'm going to keep you guys abreast of that. I'm not sure if I'll probably just make a separate playlist for anything that's for like nutrition or health focused, but we'll see. I need to look into that, what my strategy is going to be. But this last month was just basically tying up loose ends with the ample time I had, which, like I said, you start taking time off, or you quit your job, you're going to realize how much time there is in a day, and you're going to think, man, I got either nothing done, or I got a little bit done, or I got a ton done. And though there's a level of satisfaction that comes with knowing you took advantage of every hour of a given day or of a given week. And I can honestly say we did that when I was at my dad's place. We got a lot done. Another takeaway is that you have to have a level of accountability for yourself. You can't just... You have to plan things out a little more, or the time will slip by, just like it was slipping by when I was on my job. It was just kind of going through the motions. You can fall into that trap, and you can be in a bad spot just because you failed to plan and you weren't accountable to yourself. So yeah, you have to plan. You have to have something in mind, small goals, daily goals, weekly goals, and you'll get a lot done. You'll be surprised if you can stick to those plans and hold yourself accountable. Let's see, what else? We talked about opportunity yesterday. That was a good talk. Just having the freedom and flexibility to do what needs to be done. I don't have to take off work so I can fit something in. I can just do it. And I really have cut back on my spending, like, remarkably. You get your bills down, you're not in debt. These are things that if you have your finances in order, you can find ways to cut out a lot without making your life feel empty and joyless. I'm serious about that. If you are out of debt and your bills are low, which mine are, thankfully, and that took a long time to, like, switching everything over, getting this new roommate in. Now I'm down to like a sustainable level, maybe $1,000 a month expenses, something like that. It's minuscule now. Whereas when we talked about before, it was like when you have a job, you're just getting to and from work and coping with that job. That can add up. That can add up really quickly. But yeah, opportunity. Yeah, that's about all I wanted to talk about today. So yeah, we're 4 weeks into this thing, and it really does feel like the time passed quickly, but I feel like the time wasn't wasted. Just getting to be aware of the time passing and using it effectively has been hugely eye-opening. But yeah, like I said, last month was a lot of tying up loose ends. This next month is getting into healthy habits. We're talking about diet, exercise, self-care, cutting down on screen time. My God, that's a great time waster. That's a great time waster if you don't have a job. It's just veg out and doom scroll all day. You can doom scroll away 8 hours if you want to. It's so insane. So yeah, diet, exercise, self-care, cutting down on screen time. Huge departure from where I was, even a few months ago. So yeah, I'll keep you guys posted. Thanks so much for tuning in. I just can't thank you guys enough. I really appreciate everyone commenting and liking, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one.